Hey, Vic here from Vic's Views. I just got done watching the show on Apple TV, and it's called Margo's Got Money Problems. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I really thought this was gonna be terrible. I really did. I like the Coney Fanning. I really do. This got eight episodes, and they're about let me see how long they are. Episode 8 is 43 minutes. Episode 7 is 39 minutes. Episode 6 is 41 minutes. And episode 5 is 46 minutes. Episode 4 is 38 minutes. And episode 3 is 44 minutes. Episode 2 is 39 minutes. And episode 1 is 37 minutes. So you only got like a half hour, a little over half hour to 45 minutes, no longer than 50 minutes watching this movie, right? This series. But yeah, I really didn't think I was gonna like this movie because I just it's I went I was visiting my daughter today, go see my grandson, her boyfriend and stuff, and they live like an hour and a half away. And we were talking about Dakota Fanning, and I said, "Man, I'm not." She goes, "I still look at Dakota Fanning as a little girl," and so do I. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, you guys, whew, I ain't gonna lie, it took all I could do to look at Dakota Fanning the way that she was in this. She was full on, like I mean, if she used a double in this, I don't know how they did it because it just looked like it was Dakota Fanning's body. Uh, damn, I was like, what the damn, and I think that's the problem with me when it comes to girls that you know uh, I like that I seen in movies prior when they were little, and I knew that they had acting chops. It's like seeing you know uh, like uh, Millie Bobby Brown being naked or something. I know eventually she'll probably, show her boobs and stuff too, but I'm for sure the Coden family was pretty much, you didn't see like, the money, the shots, but she was, anyway, it was hard for me to look at Dakota Fanning because I'm used to Dakota Fanning and she's such a good actress and I knew she had acting chops when she was little, just like her sister. Her sister. I love her sister, her older sister. I love her. I think they're good actresses, both of them. And when Fanning came on the scene, I was like, that's Eli. I'm used to her sister, and I always thought her sister just was just such a great actress, young actress and stuff. She's been in the business for so long. So when Dakota Fanning hit the scene, I was like, But then when I seen her in Super 8, and I really fell in love with her then in Super 8. Then I seen her in that movie last year that came out, which was the Predator movie. The one where she was hooked. She was a predator stuff. The can't think of the name of the title, but y'all know the new Predator movie that came out. She was good in that, and then uh, she, you know, Margo's Got Money Problems. This is an Apple TV. Uh, this is Apple TV. Uh, it's an Apple TV series, and it's got 8 episodes. But you guys, it's Margo is left reeling when her first year at college is derailed, forcing her to make a tough decision that changes everything. She ends up going to college, and she ends up having sex with this one of her school teachers. Kind of like 12 years older than her, or something like that, or maybe 13 or 14 years older than her, or something like that. She hooks up, and they're having a bunch of sex, and then he's married and got kids, and she ends up getting pregnant. So she drops out of school, and then she's having a hard time, with her college roommates and everything, and she's pregnant. And then she has this one friend that stuck by her side through thick and thin. She had a best friend, but her best friend just really wasn't her best friend. Her mom had a trouble past. Her mom was played by Michelle Pfeiffer. She hooked up with this biker dude, and she worked at Hooters, so she got pregnant by a guy she hooked up with, a biker guy, which was played by I can't think of the guy's name, but he's a good actor, and he's a professional wrestler in this thing. So he ends up he's a good actor. So he ends up coming in the series about the third episode. But everybody in this cast did good. But I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I didn't think I would really truly like this. It just seemed like I just was like, not getting into it because I wasn't. I'm not saying I was not getting into it like not getting into it like as I was watching it, but it's funny. It has its funny moments, but it has some drama in it too. It really has drama in it. It's very creative. It goes deep dive and it's some there's layers in this because her mom's getting ready to marry this guy. He's religious. And then the biker dude is kind of like a rough dude, but he was a professional wrestler, but he was going through a divorce. He already had been married. His marriage had been wiped him out. He's got back problems. He's got drug problems. He's battling, he was trying painkillers, which made him turn into a heroin addict. So that was her father. And then she's dealing with the fact that she's this young chick, man, and dropped out of school. And she got this kid she got to take care of. The guy that she got pregnant by, he's got a wife and two kids. And then his mom's got a lot of money. And so they made her sign an NDA or something like that. I forgot the name of NDA, MBA or something, NDA or something where he don't have nothing to do with the child, but it's a trust fund. When the child gets a certain age and has all this money, you can either go to school with it or do whatever you want. So you got to watch this movie, man. It's well methodically broke down. Methodically broke down. I ain't gonna lie, man. Dakota Fanning being kind of partially naked it was hard pill to swallow. Uh, Seeing her naked, it's like seeing Amelia Bobby Brown naked, and I don't want to see Amelia Bobby Brown naked. So I know eventually it'll probably happen. Uh, you know, that's not taken away because oh man, Dakota Fanning, man, she's got some acting, but she got some, you know, it had Nicole Kidman in here. It had this cast was spot on. You guys, this cast was spot on. But it's a good roller coaster ride. I'm telling you guys, it's a good roller coaster ride. I mean, if you watch this, you be like, I think it's this is a good show. I'm shocked because when you look at it on Apple TV and you see the way that it's sitting, you got this guy, he's holding this baby, and then you see this other woman, which played by Michelle Pfeiffer. She just looks just, and then you got Dakota Fanning just sitting on the floor and stuff. It didn't grab me, but it grabbed me because of Dakota Fanning. Because Dakota Fanning is such a, uh, she's a good actress. Uh, she I gotta get used to these girls growing up, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting old. I get that. Uh, but when I seen Dakota Fanning, I'm always used to seeing, you know, Dakota Fanning uh, being a young girl and Amelia Bobby Brown being a young girl. And I gotta get used to the fact that they might take roles like this. I'm, I ain't gonna say unfortunate, but it's just that they're gonna end up taking roles like this, and I gotta get used to it. But if you watch this, you guys, you're going to be really shocked how good it is because you might sit there and go, I don't know if I like this or not, but it has a lot to do with her trying to make ends meet. She can't go to work. She can't get a babysitter. She's got to split the rent with three chicks, and the two girls moved out because the baby was born with colic. You guys know what colic is? One of my kids was born with colic, where the baby just cries, cries, and cries, man. It's a period of, and it was so many little bitty tiny things that was in here. Had to go to court, and I mean, there was a lot of twists and turns in this. This series is like a curveball that was thrown to you. Like you ever said, man, I got that somebody threw me a curveball, man. I wasn't seeing that. It came out of nowhere. This is a very well uniquely done. I mean, Eli, you know, Dakota Fanning's older sister was helping produce this. Nicole Kidman, Michelle Pfeiffer, man, they had some people that was behind the scenes making this, man. I ain't gonna lie, you guys. The only way that you can actually see what I'm talking about is to actually watch it. Uh, because I just, I was just shocked that it was just that. I was just shocked because I was just didn't think it was going. I really didn't think it was going to be any good. I just didn't think it was going to be any good, you guys. Because when I watch, uh, take for instance, when I watch stuff like, uh, I'm a big fan of, you know, Samara Weaving. But when I finally ran in Samara Weaving was already an older chick, and what I mean by that, Samara Weaving is not old, but when I first seen her, she was not a kid. She was like a young actress. So when if she was to like be kind of half naked, I know. Here's the thing to freak you guys out. As much as I love women, and as much as I had 5 kids, and you know, I used to love the women, man. I love women, but I don't, not like that no more. But when I look at Samara Weaving, I think she's hot. I just love the way she is. She's got a lot of comedic chops, and but when I first seen her, I seen her on, uh, uh, you know, a Netflix show where she was this babysitter, and you know, I forgot the name of that show, but that's where I first seen her. But she was young, but she wasn't like a kid. But when I seen Dakota Fanning and Dakota Fanning's older sister, they were kids. So your program, and my daughter is in her 30s. So obviously, my daughter's like 30, 34 or 36. And she said, Dad, I'm just used to Dakota Fanning because I'm just so used to her being a kid. And she's not a kid. The only reason why I brought Samara Weaving up because I love Samara Weaving too, but Samara Weaving, I caught her when she was like 19 or 20. But when I seen Dakota Fanning, I seen her as a child playing in the movie. And reason why I was bringing up uh, Millie Bobby Brown in Stranger Things is because I'm used to Millie Bobby Brown, you know, being in movies and she's just a kid. But when I see her like in a movie where she doesn't have clothes on, which we have not seen her in that yet. It's just that I haven't seen a Millie Bobby Brown, you know, with her breast showing and stuff. And so that's why I was saying that about Dakota Fanning. It's the same way if I would see McKenna Grace. McKenna Grace is in the same situation. McKenna Grace is growing up. She's not that cutesy little girl anymore. She's growing up into an attractive young lady. So obviously she has to take her roles uh, different because she's grown up. But I'm always going to look at McKenna Grace as a little girl, even though I know she's grown up. So that's why I'm using McKenna Grace and I'm using a Millie Bobby Brown to the fact that I was like, damn, man, dang, I was like, and that's what shocked me when I seen Dakota Fanning in this series playing the type of role she was playing because, I was seeing some skin. So that's like seeing McKenna Grace kind of seeing her skin. And that's kind of like seeing Millie Bobby Brown seeing her skin. So that's what I'm saying. And the only reason why I brought up Samara Weaving, because I like Samara Weaving. She was in the Ready or Not. Y'all know what Ready or Not, and she was in Ready or Not too. I love Samara Weaving. I think she's a very attractive girl, sexy, and she's funny. But when I seen her, I caught her when she was older. But McKenna Grace and Millie Bobby Brown, Dakota Fanning, even Dakota Fanning's older sister, which I really love her. She makes a lot of movies, produces a lot of movies. She's behind the camera a lot, and she still acts. It's just that when you see them, you're not. I still see them as a child, and that's what my daughter was saying. Even though my daughter's 36, she's like, Dad, I'm just so used to them being kids. It's hard to look at them. So it's very impressive. In closing, that Dakota Fanning pulled this off because I literally just got done watching. I started watching this thing, and I I ain't gonna lie, you guys. It's on Apple TV. I'm not gonna lie, it was impressive, and I have to admit, man, I'm shocked that it's this good. But whew, man, I got my hats off to Dakota Fanning because she she did good. I mean, to pull this off like this, and you know, because she had to do this, she had to end up doing this OnlyFans thing, and that's the thing that gets me. She was doing OnlyFans, and that's how she was trying to make money because she was a college kid that got pregnant by the professor. Then the professor was married, and the moms had money, and then they bullied her into signing this NDA, whatever that thing's called. Then she had to drop out of college, and then she had a baby that had colic, and then she was trying to go back to work, but she kept calling in. So her friend that hired her said, "I'm firing you," and she goes, "But you're my friend." She goes, "Yeah, I'm firing you, and I'm your friend." But she goes, "I can't. I need somebody that's got to come to work." And this series is really good, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I really did not think I was gonna like this. Yeah, and I'll give it to you one more time. Margot got money troubles. Margot's Margot's got money troubles. A college drop off, a college dropout, God, with a new baby and mounting pile of bills must find a way forward. And that's what it's all about. Her roommate talks her into doing this stuff online, and then this cast is spot on. And man, Dakota Fanning, I just was shocked, man. She pulled this off. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, she pulled this off. I, I'm at a loss for words, man, because I mean, I'm so used to Dakota Fanning being a freaking kid, starring Elle Fanning and Michelle Pfeiffer and Nick Offerman. So I think I said Dakota Fanning. I don't mean Dakota Fanning. I mean Elle Fanning. So maybe Dakota Fanning is the older sister. So pardon me, I said Dakota Fanning, but it's Elle Fanning, starring Elle Fanning, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Nick Offerman. Nick Offerman's in this, and got Nicole Kidman, Greg Kinnear, Thalia Graham, and Michael Arguello. But anyway, sorry about saying Dakota. I don't know where I got that Dakota from, but it's Elle Fanning. But I'm so used to Elle Fanning because Elle Fanning was in Super 8. You guys remember she was in Super 8. And I knew then I knew she had some acting abilities, but the only reason why I was explaining it to you guys this way because what I was trying to say and summing it up is that Elle Fanning, she did it. She did it. She definitely got some acting abilities. I mean, this girl has definitely got some. I mean, I was sitting here the other day because I knew I had to go visit my daughter today, and I had to drive an hour and a half to go see her, and I was watching last night. I was like, dang. And I remember there was a part I was like, whoa, hot dog. I was like, Elle Fanning, you doing that? So it's like it just made me think about Elle Fanning and made me think about Millie Bobby Brown and made me think about McKenna Grace. Uh, I know that they gotta you know expand their horizon. They're not little kids anymore. But you guys, this is impressive. This is some impressive work because I tell you, I didn't think I was gonna like this at all. Period, nada. It just grew on me. It took 3 days to get through, and I just literally got done. So anyway, God bless, and we'll catch you next video. We'll see you.